Hello everyone, I am Lex, professional League of Legends player, and today I'm gonna show you guys how pro settings looking like, how my settings are looking like, and some settings that are really OP, and if you're not using it, you should start using it. So first of all, let me quickly just show every my setting so you guys can have an idea. You guys can pause the video and just check it. Let me quickly show it to you. So let's get into it. Let's start with hotkeys. On hotkeys, I use it like this. To me, these are not very important. Like these settings are just classics. Like you should use always with quick cast because normal cast is very slow. If you use it like that, you will probably just not be fast enough. So you should use with quick cast always. But you should use the hotkeys from the abilities and summoner spells like the normal cast one. For example, you can just shift Q and then normal cast where some champions that needs to be used by normal cast. For example, you play like Rumble and you wanna just you wanna just know your range with your E. For example, you just then shift E and then you also see your range as well. So this thing is very useful if you wanna see your range, just to make sure like use this, but it's not very important. Okay, don't stick to this. Don't like tunnel vision to this, but make sure to use quick cast. Camera, do not use enable smooth camera, please. This setting is really bad. Like if you use this, your camera is gonna be smooth, which means it's gonna be slow. It's not gonna be fast enough with your mouse speed. So just make sure to close it, and if you are using it, just to start to adapt it, change this. Like this setting is really bad. No pro player is using it, nobody's using it. My mouse speed isn't that fast, like the camera movement speed isn't that fast. It's 25. Like I recommend it to use it between 25 and maybe like 50. The higher you use, it's the higher like value you will get, because it's just better to have like a high camera speed. But just don't go too low, don't go too high at first. If you are using it already low camera movement speed, just start with 20, then go to 30, then go to 40, like week by week. Just don't go insta up. Move camera on revive, make sure to close it when you are playing with teleport and you're watching a team fight. Like you are just waiting to respawn, and then like when you respawn, your camera insta goes to base, while you should just able to watch the fight and TP immediately after you spawn. So make sure to close it as well. Fixed offset, this is kind of depends on you. Fixed offset means when you press space, your champion is in the center of the screen. So if you do per set offside, then as you can see, my champion right now is a little bit left side, so I see more of right side in the screen. This is depends on you. You can use both. Both are good. I kind of like fixed offset more because I can see everything then from the middle of the center, which is better. Video. This is my PC is good, but this is, I think, even if you have like a good PC, you should use this one. It's better for performance. Just don't go full like high, because you don't need it. I can play it as well, but then my eyes will just burn playing 10 hours of League, right? So you don't have to use it. I think medium low or medium is enough. Anti-aliasing and wait for verticals, like just close it, useless. And then also make sure to frame rate cap like has to be in your monitor hertz. If it's 144, it has to be 144 as well. Make sure to match it. On sound, I see people using like a lot of like I see people using like this. I kind of don't like it. I use like this usually. This is kind of completely depends on you. Whatever you like, you can use it. It's not very important, right? Let me close this one. This is scale. This scale is like, you can see your ability just goes bigger. This is kind of useless. I don't recommend it to use like 100 like this. Just make sure to use it small. Cursor scale is your mouse scale. Don't use it too big like this. Also, this one are a little bit high as well, but I seen like even high elo players use like this. Even ruler, for example, like one of the best AD carry in the world, is actually like using like this, around like this. But I recommend to use around 20, 30 max. Don't go too high on this, but it depends on you. Shop scale, not important. Chat scale, don't go too much. Like, you don't need to read chat right too much. You shouldn't focus on that, so don't go too much on chat scale. I think between like this is okay. 20, 40, between 20, 40 is okay. Minimap scale, I think it should be around like this as well, like 40, 50, 60. Don't go too high, then it's like too distracting, right? But then also don't go too low. I think like this is okay. These are useless. Show health bars, useful. Champion name, I like it more because, you know, there is like some skins that like sometimes you just comes in your screen and you don't understand which champion it is. Like some skins are actually insanely distracting, so just champion name is always better for me. Screen flash on champion highlight on camera center, these are open for me. Enable legacy cursor, this is up to you completely. If you are old league player, you usually have this, whatever you pref. These ones should be open, this one is useless. I think minute seconds should be always like this. Ability cooldown display. Show summon is up to you. Show timestamps, it's important because you can time flashes. For example, I typed something in chat, right? You can see the exact time that I typed, so you can actually time enemy flashes when you ping it, like this. You can see it, right? Very important. Make sure to open it. Damage gold quest like this. I think you should open all these ones. You can open mana as well. I don't like it. I think it's useless for me. Up to you. And then the game. Mouse speed is 55 for me. My DPI is 1.6. This is kind of up to you, but I recommend it not too low, but also not too high. So just up to you. Whatever you pref. Auto attack, I think if you are not playing AD carry, anything like top lane, jungle, mid, I think this should be always open. Because let's say I'm hitting this one, right, and I'm watching the map, I can TP, I can watch the fight, I can decide pushing wave by watching the fight as well. Or let's say the fight is happening in the jungle close to me. When I'm watching it, I'm also pushing the wave as well. Like if I close this one, I will not be able to push the wave and watch the fight as well. I will always need to click. So that's why I think if you're not playing AD carry, make sure to always open it. But be careful about misclicking, because you need to use S key like good. You need to master S key. What I mean by this is, let's say you're playing laning, right? And you play like this. If you just randomly click, sometimes you can get aggro, tower aggro, or too many minions aggro in laning phase. So S key is like this, is very good for spacing. I'm gonna teach it in my next videos about how to space enemy, but as I said, S key is very important if you have auto attack opened. And if you're playing AD carry, you can still have auto attack opened, but then you need to be careful about misclicking in laning phase, because then you're playing range character, it's even more scary to misclick in lane, right? Because you can get random tower aggro or random wave aggro, which is bad for you. So, but as I said, if you're not playing AD carry, just make sure to open it. Use movement prediction. I think if you're not playing 2 MS, like so low MS, make sure to always open it. It's good. Attack move on cursor. When it's enabled, it will prioritize the target closest to your mouse click. What it means is, wherever I click, the close target to my click is going to be my prior. So when I close this one, when it's disabled, it's going to be the closest to my champ. So it's good when it's kiting. The AD carries are usually closing this to have like a better kiting, right? When you close it, you hit the first minion that is close to you. So as you can see, it's switched to this one, right? When it's like this, when it's enabled, I can click here and it will prioritize here. I will click here, it will click here. As you can see, it will always prior my mouse click instead of my champion. So if you are not playing AD carry again, I think make sure to open this, because it's better to pushing waves, it's better in fighting. That's what I feel like, at least. And if you are playing AD carry, you can close it and try. This is kind of up to you. It's only good for kiting if you want to disable it. Target champions only. This one, very important setting. I'm gonna show it to you. This is in hotkeys, and you go down, it's in target champions only, like in other target champions only. What this means is I'm using on a key that is below on my escape, but you can use on, like, you can just use it on any key that you want. This is kind of up to you. But what this does is when it's this setting is open, I press the key that I bind it on the target champions. What this does is, let's say here is a turret. Let me just quickly do a dummy here. And you wanna tower dive it, right? So what this does is make sure that you don't have to press it, but just like hold it. You know, you don't have to hold it. You can just press one time, and now my hands are not on it. I don't have to hold it. As you can see, my mouse is red right now. This will never hit turret. Like, I'm clicking the turret, but it's not hitting. So what this will give you is good dive angles always. Like, you will never be able to misplay the dive angle if you just press it right, and then you will only hit the champion. So make sure to bind the key there and use it. It's very OP. You cannot misplay dives. Even challenger players are, when they are not using this, they are misplaying. So make sure to use it and get used to it. It's just an OP setting. And this clamp cast target location with the max range, people don't know what actually this setting does. This is when I play Rumble, for example, I use it. Why I use it is, I'm gonna give an example from Nidalee, for example. Let's say you're playing Nidalee, right? And the champion is here. So you wanna Q here, right? And if you exactly Q here right now, then your champion a little bit Volk and then Q if it's closed. If it's opened and I'm not in Q range, but I press the Q and it's going to be instantly go, like my Q will just pop off. So whenever you are not in range of the enemy and you press your skill, right, it will throw. So this is good when you play champions like Nidalee, for example, if you like it. If you play Rumble, I think it's good as well, because with Rumble you actually wanna ult immediately, right, instead of like thinking about it. Like, you just instantly wanna ult. I think it's just good on certain champs, not every champ, but as I said, you need to try it a bit to understand what actually it does. But yeah, I think that's it for me. So I just wanted to quickly show you guys how my settings are looking like, how pro settings are looking like, and some important settings that you need to start using it. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like it and subscribe to my channel. In my next videos, I will do more guides, I will do some solo queue content. Please make sure to not miss it.